I don't have a health tip of the week. I'm so mad. Okay.
Supposed to be prepared, sir.
Yeah. Boom.
Health
I
tip
got
of
a
the week,
health
drink
tip.
water.
You want me to give you one?
I don't know if I want. I don't know if I want some health tips from you.
Why not?
Are you healthy?
I don't look healthy.
Looks can be very deceiving.
Playtime is over, motherfuckers.
All right, boom. What's going on, y'all? My name is Kirk Valentino.
And my name is Melange.
Way more fly than you. Back again.
Boom, back again with the same outfit from last week.
Yeah, man. It's a really good quality T-shirt.
He trapping out here, y'all.
Really good
Ain't have
quality
time
hat.
to change his shirt.
Nah, we don't change clothes. Look,
Boom.
people know who I am.
Boom. So welcome back.
What's happening?
So you said, because I was complaining that we didn't have a health tip of the week, and you said you have a health tip for us?
Yeah.
What's the health tip?
Don't eat egg salad if you plan on riding the bus. Shout out to Esther.
Shout out to Esther.
So can you elaborate on that?
You ever had egg salad?
No,
You never had egg salad before?
no. I don't
Like
eat
you ever had
eggs.
like tuna salad or
Okay.
macaroni salad?
Oh yeah.
Same thing. So when you eat macaroni salad, you know, you may be a little flatulent. You know what flatulent means?
Mhm.
So, you know, just be mindful of that when you're in crowded
So
spaces.
you was letting them rip.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like this it's not conducive to you being
Oh
in
my god.
you know,
I love deviled eggs though.
really.
Deviled eggs. I never used to like deviled eggs, but
I
deviled
don't
eggs.
really like that.
Why does deviled eggs remind me of when my grandmother, my uncle had a girlfriend and she made some for like some event, a baby shower or something, and my grandmother was just basically telling my uncle's girlfriend she didn't do her big one on the deviled eggs.
That's fucked up.
And everybody was just like, oh, like, is she really? And now I don't know why that triggers that. But
Yeah.
anyway, I didn't know it was like that big of a deal. Like deviled eggs, you got to make it a certain way. It's just fucking eggs.
It's
so
I think that go along with potato salad and macaroni and cheese. You gotta really know what
you
you're
got to
doing.
know what you're doing.
Yeah.
Yeah. And clearly she didn't know what she was doing. It looked a little nasty too.
Yeah, I'm not a
Mhm.
devil eggs guy. I don't like potato salad either.
I don't like boiled eggs, but when you devil them, I'm gonna eat them.
So what
You
makes
gotta-
it a
you gotta
devil?
add
You
something.
season?
It's like you gotta whip it up so it's
You gotta whip it. You gotta
Yeah.
add the relish.
But
the
the lady, I feel like the eggs, it looked a little too whipped. It looked watery.
See, you can't
ew,
play
if
with
it
that
look
kind of
watery,
stuff.
See,
I
that's
ain't
what
I
I'm
don't
saying.
trust it.
It needs a good.
My mother made some potato salad on my birthday. Oh my God. It was like, that was so fucking good. My mother made some bomb ass food on my birthday. Anyway, boom. So I saw you in dreams weeks ago. I just want to apologize for how drunk I was.
He was so drunk.
This is for your birthday?
No.
Oh.
Kirk was so drunk, and then my dumb ass gonna give him 2 more shots.
You gave me
Oh.
2 more shots, and your friend gave me, not your friend, I don't know if you friends were, but somebody else that worked there gave me 2 shots. And I was already drunk when I got there.
Oh
I
my-
walked
yeah,
past,
he
I
walked
walked
in
past
drunk.
you.
He didn't even know. First of all, it was so crazy because
Oh,
let me
wow.
tell you how timing is incredible. Because Kirk told me he was on his way up here. I just happened to go to the door, and he was walking in with
Cassie.
Cassie. I was about to say Candy. I don't know why I was about to say Candy, but he was walking in with Cassie, right? So anybody who else has to come in, they would have to pay
Okay.
entry because they came late as fuck. So just so happened that I'm there. I told the door girl, I was like, they good. He just walking in. He's like waiting to see if he got to do something. He just standing there. And I'm like, Kirk, you good? Come on. He was like, oh my God, I didn't even notice that was you. I'm like,
Because I didn't know. First of all, I was so fucked up. I was standing there for a long. It felt like I was standing there for a while.
He was.
And I didn't see you, but then I looked and you were there. I'm like, did I fucking walk past you? Am I that fucked up? That's why I was being so dramatic, because I'm like,
Yeah.
am I really that fucked up?
Mhm.
But the thing is we was already taking shots before we got there. We was at the
Mhm.
bar. Then we went to another bar. We was taking shots. Then it was another bar. They had $3 shots, bitch.
Was it a celebration? What were y'all celebrating?
We just went
They
out
just
and
bar
then
hopping.
this is the
Oh.
This
thing.
point.
I didn't know, because this was Labor Day weekend. I didn't know you could go up in Duluth and have a fucking ball like that, because I
Yeah.
always thought Atlanta.
Oh, no.
Oh no, baby.
Mhm.
Duluth is not as congested.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like you get to run around and be wilding out. And it was $3 drinks.
I went
We
to,
had a ball.
Have you ever been to a bar crawl?
Yes.
You ever heard of what a bar crawl? So this was my first time going. So I went to DC for Labor Day.
You did go to DC. How was that?
DC was amazing. The food is really, really good. The people are very beautiful.
I
but
hear.
The
they
area
have
is beautiful
city.
too.
they have a what's called a bar cross. So it's this street called U Street. On the street is just nothing but bars and little restaurants and stuff like that.
Mhm.
So for the bar crawl, it's from a certain time to a certain time. You pay like $10, but you have access to all of the bars, and each bar has a different drink special.
Oh my
So it could
God,
be
I wanna
like
go.
$3 shots. It'll be $10 margaritas or something like that, and you go to that specific bar for a specific time.
Is that because of Labor Day or is it?
It was Labor Day
Oh,
weekend,
okay.
yeah. But that was my first time ever going to
I
something
feel
like that,
you're
and I
not
thought
speaking into the mic.
that was
They-
they can
You keep
hear
saying
me.
I don't want to regret it, and I'm like, fuck. I knew he wasn't speaking into the mic.
I sound pretty loud, so I don't know. And I'm looking at he turned the screen around. So, but yeah, that's what a bar crawl is. Bar crawl is it was a pretty cool concept, so I had a good time.
That sounds dope as fuck.
They do that in Atlanta. They had one earlier this year. I was
need to
supposed to
go.
go, but I didn't go to
Where
it.
would it be? Like, what street would that be on?
They do it in multiple areas. The one that I was gonna go to was on Edgewood.
That Edgewood is
Ooh,
definitely
come
somewhere
on,
you can do that.
Edgewood.
at.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we had went to this restaurant in Edgewood. The food, no,
Fin
the
and
food wasn't
Feathers?
bad. No, Fin and Feathers. I had got, was it brunch?
We
from
went to
there?
Fin and Feathers recently.
Who?
Me and you.
Me and you. We did go to Fin and Feathers, and what was that? Salmon nuggets.
Oh yeah.
That was good.
No, I think it was catfish nuggets.
Oh, catfish nuggets.
Mhm.
And that's the thing with catfish. People got to know that you can't, because you got to fry it to where you fry the outside and it's not watery on the inside.
Mhm.
A lot of people don't know the special science behind frying a catfish.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I don't know how we got to this. Anyway, okay, boom. We spoke about, do you want to talk about how old you are on this show?
I'm 38. Yeah, that's cool.
What advice would you give your 30-year-old self?
38 to 30. Don't rush your decisions. And don't be afraid to say no.
To drugs?
No, just no, period. To people, to things, to things that are not beneficial. You know, analyze the situation. If it feels like you're supposed to say no, go ahead and say it, regardless of whose feelings it's going to hurt. Because in the end, you're going to regret not making the decision to say no. So that's something that I probably would tell myself. Yeah, it's okay to say no. And it's okay that people don't like you because you said no.
Boom.
Yeah.
Okay.
I have that discussion a lot with like some friends of mine that are hesitant to tell people no because they don't want to disappoint
Yeah.
people. And it's okay to disappoint people because just because I say no don't mean I don't fuck with you.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like what you're asking me could put me out of range of something that I'm trying to accomplish.
Mm-hmm.
So if it puts me out of range of something that I'm trying to accomplish, the answer is definitely going to be no because you can go do it yourself and
Right.
get the same result that you're looking for. Or I can say no now, but I can probably help you out in another capacity when that time comes. But if it's at a capacity where I'm focused on something else that I need to be focused on and you're asking me to do something, I'm sorry.
Do you feel like you saying this because people have taken advantage
Oh, for sure.
in the past?
Yeah, for sure.
Because I know you don't like the astrology thing, but being in Aquarius,
Oh, shit. Here we
y'all
go.
are very giving. Like y'all are really, my mom and dad, both Aquarius. And so y'all are like so giving that sometimes people, and then you know, people that have good hearts and good souls,
Mhm.
they usually attract vultures.
Yeah.
They
People
do.
that want to take advantage. And once they find out that they can, or they have maybe a little bit of a way in, they drag it.
And that's where saying no comes into play. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Just being able to recognize when somebody is a benefit to you versus you being beneficial to them.
And you ain't getting nothing out of it.
And it ain't always about, you know, getting something out of something. Like a lot of stuff that I do it out of the kindness of my heart. But once you continue to start giving, but that person not pouring back into you, it's like
Yeah, 'cause
it's not
At some point, you got to
it's
be.
not a balanced relationship.
Can you look out for me? I might need you for some capacity. You never
Right.
know.
Exactly.
And if you can't, or don't even try to look out,
Yeah.
then it's kind of fucked up. Okay, boom. I just wanted to ask you that because I'm obsessed with I'm just obsessed with going into the 30 era.
Why?
I feel like, to me, it just sounds like you just gonna make more money, make better decisions,
You should.
have better sex because you kind of know what you're doing. You're gonna
Eh.
just do shit that's better than you did I did mad dumb shit in my 20s. I made so many dumbass decisions.
Just take it a day at a time. I like I like to say
Not a day at a time,
No,
like
no,
we
no.
drug addicts.
No, seriously. Like it's 124 at a time. So just try to be better than you were yesterday. And then the rest will fall into place.
I try, but
Yeah,
sometimes.
But the clock that you're setting for yourself doesn't really exist.
Am I setting a clock?
You are. Because you keep
I think you are.
you keep referencing 30. Like 30, you're supposed to be.
I love 30. Like I
Because
could
what
not
you gonna do when
Point.
you're 40?
Yeah.
Ew, I don't like 40.
Do you set goals?
Yeah.
So you're gonna
do
be
you
in 10
do you
years.
write them down?
Yes. Look at where we at. This is how you don't think this is once an
It was
idea.
only I wasn't doubting that you do. I'm just asking.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Like I'm big on goals. Like
So
I'm
what-
big on.
What you should start doing is, well, they call it, well, I have a prayer journal, or you could call it a goal journal or whatever. But just start writing down your goals, right?
Mhm.
On one side. On the other side, put the date that you accomplished it.
But you
Mhm.
just told me not to set a clock.
No. I
That's
didn't.
not
No,
setting the
that's
clock.
not. Thank you so much. 'Cause this nigga
You
don't
told
listen
me
at
that's
all.
not
You
setting
told
the
me not to
clock.
set a clock.
I didn't set a clock. I
Okay.
said write out your goals
Mhm.
and write the date next to them that you accomplish or attain those goals. And then
Mm-hmm.
you'll have a list of things that you've accomplished so you don't feel so pressured to accomplish it at a certain age or a certain time.
Mm-hmm.
That's what
I mean, it's not necessarily that I want to accomplish it at a certain age because I feel like I already passed the benchmark of like the prime. Like when I was young,
you only 30, bro.
when I was young, I used to think that I was going to be a millionaire by 25, right? I think we all had things that we thought.
Yeah.
And so I think I was able to like grow and come to reality and be like, that ain't happening. You
Mhm.
passed 25, you passed whatever era you thought that was going to happen and you passed. And I'm grateful for it because I
Mhm.
learned a lot in my journey and years of living and failing and doing dumb shit and being broke and all of that other shit. So I'm grateful for that journey. So I'm not mad at it, but I don't even remember my point. What was I saying?
Being so at what's the age where they stop charging you a rental car fee? 25 or 28?
25.
25, right? So at 25, when you go to rent a car, they stop charging you a fee, but 9 times out of 10, you're not where you want to be financially anyway.
Mm-hmm.
So 5 years from that is only the growth and maturation of you as a person. So look at 30 more so as like I'm a grown and real adult versus, oh, I should have been, or I should have did this, or 30 is just, oh my God, I'm 30 now. I got to do this. Not really necessarily. You know what I'm saying? So that's where the kind of like the goal in the prayer journal come in at. If it's more things that you want to do, if the podcast, if your goal is to, oh, we want to reach 1,000 subscribers, or we want to, we want to get picked up or get 3 more sponsors or whatever the goal is.
Ooh, that would be nice.
Yeah, you get what I'm saying?
Some
Just set that,
sponsors.
and then you start prioritizing the goals that you're going to tackle.
Mhm.
Start with the most attainable and then plan from there. Like set goals for, 6 months, a year, 3 years, 5 years, 10. And you'll see your progression as you
Because
start
once
to
you
write it down.
achieve,
Yeah,
especially once you achieve something earlier, you're like, wow,
for sure.
I said that I was going to do this and I did it sooner.
And
Yeah.
every time you achieve something, it's going to give you the motivation to set another goal to achieve.
Y'all hear that? They dropping gems.
Yeah.
My manager, when he told me, I think it was my manager who told me this. I don't know, because he always has like wise words and wisdom to
Mhm.
spew. So, but he told me that like some people don't realize that they're already middle aged.
Oh, yes. Oh, my God. The midlife crisis people?
Yeah.
Yes.
Some people don't realize they're already middle aged because you never know when you're gonna die.
Right.
You never know when your last breath is gonna be. You could be 20 years old and die at 40. At
Mhm.
20, you was middle aged.
Very true.
Oh,
So-
wow. Ooh, okay, that's very fucking profound.
Mhm.
No, because when you first said it, I didn't realize. I thought you were saying people that had a midlife, they're in their 40s and they don't realize
That's
that.
not midlife crisis.
Mm-mm.
Don't say that.
You don't think that?
No.
If you're in your 40s, and let's say you're like 44 and you
Mhm.
still moving like you 25,
That's a issue. That's a
just
personal.
give it midlife crisis.
That's a personal issue. That's just you not growing as a person.
What is a midlife crisis? Is that not when you're in your mid whatever?
I think that's what they.
your
I
midlife.
think that's
It's
what
just
they
a title.
labeled it as.
Yeah, it's just a title. You know what I'm
No,
saying?
but that's what I'm saying. I thought you were saying it was that, but really you're saying people don't realize how close to death they are. Oh my God, look at how dark we're getting on the pod.
I look at midlife crisis as there is a point in your life in which you haven't grown. So now you're looking for an excuse
You trying to be with
to
the young
title it.
bitches.
Yeah, like it's like, no, you go out and you buy a Corvette because you feel like you got to
You
be
want to attract the
younger.
young
Like,
bitches.
Yeah.
That shit is stupid, man.
Yeah.
Every year you get older.
Yeah.
It's inevitable. You know what I'm saying?
All
Drink
I'm
your
saying,
water.
That's it. And mind your business.
Come on, health sip of the week. Drink your
Drink your
water.
water.
Mind
Drink
your
your water.
fucking business.
Drink your water.
And mind that
And another thing too is I think when I see like, when you get on social media and you see like celebrities and then they be like the same age as you and they're like super rich and successful and they got families and they got like all of this stuff. Not saying that I'm not grateful for my journey, but it's just like, okay, I could do that. You know what I mean? And it kind of gives you, sometimes it does give me motivation, but then sometimes it's like, okay, now let's pick up the process. And then I kind of feel like I'm firstborn. So I kind of feel like I want to be the one, like I want to have a kid. And then my brother is taking forever to have a kid. So it's just like, I'm going to be an old uncle. Like
Ain't your brother like 20?
my brother is 23.
Oh.
You said he's taking forever to have a kid.
He's taking forever. Him and his lady, they're living their life and I'm not pressuring them to have a kid, right? I do make my little
How long
jokes.
have you been together?
They've been together for years. I think it's like they've been together for like 7 years.
Oh,
And
okay.
they're 23.
Yeah. They're high school sweethearts.
Does your brother listen to this podcast?
No.
No, he doesn't.
No.
Hey, my nigga, don't have a kid.
What do you mean?
Don't have a kid. Not at 23.
No. He's not. They don't want to have.
Oh,
they
okay,
don't want to
okay,
have kids.
okay.
It's me projecting the fact that I want, like I'm having baby fever, so I want, but I don't really want to actually take care of the shit. I just want to be able to like take care of it and give
Not
it
the
back.
shit.
But you know what I mean? But I'm kind of projecting onto them and they're just like,
Yeah.
stop doing that. My mother hates when I say it. But I feel like, I don't want to be an old uncle.
Mhm.
That's kind of selfish. But when they have a kid, I'm already going to be in my 30s. Like when my mother had me, all of her siblings were still young. My mother had me young. So it was still like young and shit like that. You know what I mean? Now we didn't miss the benchmark.
Right.
So the next generation that we have, we're all going to be old as fuck. Because the next generation, by the time the kid is like, 20, we going to be, 60?
No.
Oh, my
if you
math
have
is off.
if you have a kid and like if you
Let's
have a
say-
kid by 35,
Let's say my brother has a kid now. I'm 30. When the kid is 20, how old will I be?
You'll be
if
50.
your kid has a
50? This
When
is
the
what I'm
kid's
saying.
20,
What's wrong with that?
Everybody's taking forever.
Why you in such a
You don't
hurry
want
to
to be
do
50 years
everything?
old?
You have zero patience. When you was changing, oh my God, hurry up. You was in the bathroom 45 seconds.
You was in the bathroom longer than me. He was like, "What is he doing?" He on
Yeah,
the phone.
like you gotta learn
Impatient.
that. You are very impatient.
Impatient.
You gotta learn to just
Shout out to my auntie Dusty.
Relax.
She told me when I was a kid that was going to be one of my biggest downfalls in life. It's my impatient.
Her
She-
name is Dusty.
My auntie Dusty. Yeah, shout out to her.
That
I know
is a
she
cute name.
She doesn't listen to the pod, but she used to tell me that as a kid. That was going to be my biggest downfall in life was me being impatient.
listen, man. Don't rush the process.
You want to be a 50-year-old uncle?
I don't care. I'm an uncle now. 38. My oldest nephew will be 11 in October.
I'm a godmom.
Yeah,
I don't
like, it's
have
not
no
a-
real. I don't have no real nieces and nephews, but the friends that I have are my nieces and nephews. They have kids,
And you're
So,
still young. Look at how beautiful that fucking is.
What is the
Yeah.
difference between being a young uncle versus being an old one? What's the difference?
That's whack. Oh, like,
How? Why?
okay.
By the time I have kids, they kids gonna be watching my kids. That's
look,
how I feel.
That's beautiful to me. That shit you got a
you missing
babysitter.
That's how
out
I
on
feel.
the good years. The best
What are you-
parts of you are like you don't.
What are you missing?
Okay, so boom. Let's say this because I grew up with younger. So like I think my aunt was like 12 or 13
Mhm.
when my mother had me. I had another aunt that was like around that age, and then it went up from there, 15, 16, 17, whatever age. But it was a lot of them, and they were young. I grew up kind of with them, and I feel like I kind of grew up with my mom as well. Those years of my childhood was so much fun. You know what I mean? Like I got to watch them grow. I got to watch them evolve as people. And it was such a good time. The 90s, the early 2000s. That was a wild time. It was so much shit happening. And I feel like those memories are so precious to me. But I feel like now it's like, not to say that they whack now, but shit changes, life happens, but it's not given what it was given, obviously, when they were younger. I don't want my nieces and nephews or whatever, or kid or whatever, to miss out on the prime years of, or the youthful part of me. And then I'm all old and crusty at 50 years old.
That's not
then-
old, bro.
It's
Have you seen Making Good?
It's older than
Do you have
20
you
and
have you
30.
seen the 50-year-olds
Have
of
you
our
seen
generation?
Gabrielle?
I remember when my
Union.
aunt was 18. You know, she was a lit ass aunt. Like
Listen.
at 18, like I got to experience that. I can't.
Everybody lit at 18.
Look, you got so.
And my nieces and nephews will never get to see that part of me.
Let me tell you.
They
Let
will
me,
never get to see 18-year-old me. They will never get to see 25-year-old
And that's
me.
okay.
No, it's not. I'm mad about that.
why?
I don't like that.
But you wouldn't have had no money to do nothing anyway.
We don't know that.
You said he was broke at 18.
I always had like I could have did a little something, but it's not even about money. Because it's not about money. Because my aunt wasn't really spending no money on me. It was about memories,
But you
moments.
can create those same moments when they get
At
here.
30, yeah, but it's not the same. To me, it's just not the same.
Will Smith is 50. P. Diddy is 50. Jay-Z is 50. All of these people are 50. They don't move like old, but they don't move like old
as
people.
Hell. They gonna be
Diddy
dead.
just won
They all gonna be dead. They all gonna be dead in like what 10 years. They gonna be gone.
That's not true. He just did the he won the Icon. What is it?
Oh my
MTV
God! And he
Icon.
brought Keisha Cole out.
Yeah.
Oh my God!
Keisha
And they
Cole
performed
40
last
and
night.
Keisha
And she
Cole
was
like
projecting.
45.
She tore it up.
She was projecting.
She
What
was
does
like
that- what does
Keisha
that
Cole like
mean?
45, right?
Remember during the, I think she is.
Yeah.
What?
So
No,
she
Keisha
almost,
Cole is 40.
that lady is 45.
Keisha Cole
She's
not
45.
45.
She look.
She's probably like 42,
You know what?
40 something.
Let me tell you
She's not
something.
45.
If you know me, anyone that knows me personally knows how I feel about Keisha Cole. Since 2005, I've been bumping this lady's music.
Is she 45 for real? I don't got no service.
Speak on the mic.
Hold on.
Don't get silent on the mic, y'all. What kind of
41.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
She's
Okay.
41.
41. Keisha Cole tore it up. I gotta say, I watched that clip
She's
so
41
many
and her
fucking times.
last baby dad is like 20 something.
Yeah, we could talk about that too. That's nasty.
You
Well,
think it's nasty?
come on, man, don't do that. Because there's a
And then he looked really young too.
there is a huge.
But sometimes people be like more mature.
It's a double standard.
It is a double standard because if a guy did it,
He's the nastiest man in the world.
no. If a guy did it, it's more
He's
accepting.
a pedophile. No, it's not. If a guy gets a younger girl pregnant, he's a pedophile. He's a creep. He's an old nasty man.
But it depends on the age bracket because let's say a 40-year-old craves 18-year-olds only. That's
Ooh,
crazy.
not
Even
only.
if it's consenting age, that's weird.
They used to try that with Hove. Hove used to talk to Aaliyah. Hove used to talk to Foxy Brown. Hove
He
used to talk
did.
to Beyonce. Beyonce was like what, 21, something like that,
She was
22 when they met.
18 at
No, no, no.
17.
When
Yeah, I
she
think
met
I'm-
Jay-Z, no,
Yeah,
she wasn't.
'cause
They met. I'm saying when they
Oh.
started dating.
Oh, I
She
don't
was
know.
like 21, 22. He might have been like 30 something. They was looking at him like, oh, that's nasty. But it always is a negative connotation. Now, anything underage, filthy. Let's
Well,
not even
yeah,
talk about it.
We
Yeah.
already know that.
You know what I'm saying? But the double standard comes in at when Keisha Cole, she got like 10, 15 years on her baby daddy.
What's that actor? The Scarface actor? What's his name?
Scarface. Al Pacino. Yes, 83.
83. He
He got
has
a
a baby by a
3-month-old.
20-something year old.
He got a
He's
3-month-old
83.
or
I think
6-month-old.
she's 29, maybe.
Yeah,
Now
he-
that's just weird.
He's 83 or
That
86.
is weird.
That's nasty.
She got,
That is weird.
She-
Now when is that type of age like gap?
But
That's weird.
She's a consenting adult.
Yeah, that's understanding. But with Keisha Cole, I think there's a difference. Like
He's 83.
20 years, I feel like that's the cutoff.
20 years.
I feel like 20 years is
Man.
the cutoff. If you dating somebody,
We can't move the goalposts.
But
If it's nasty for the men, it got to be nasty for the women too.
I agree. Sometimes I do think
it
it's nasty
is.
for the
I'm
men,
not
though.
saying it's not.
Sometimes.
Sometimes.
But men be
But sometimes I feel like if a person is a little bit more mature, I think it works.
But at society standards, the girl can't be mature at a certain age and the guy be that much older than her because they're going to look at him as a creep.
yeah, it is. Sometimes I do. All right,
that's
let's.
unfair.
How old are we talking? If we're talking 20 years, that's crazy to me.
If you
If
are,
we're talking,
if you
anymore-
older than 21 years old, to me, it don't matter how old your person is. If you older than 21,
Mhm.
you old enough to drink, you old enough
Oh, so
to
it
vote.
doesn't matter to you.
I'm saying it needs to be fair. So if
Oh,
it's going to be
okay.
if we're going to deem men for preying on young girls nasty or girls over 21 nasty,
Mm-hmm.
then the women need to be the same way.
Okay,
That's all I'm saying.
I feel that.
Yeah, that's all I'm saying.
So I find it funny because
Funny how.
ever since I moved here, I feel like
The
people
young
who are
niggas be
younger
trying to
than
talk
me,
to you.
young niggas.
You
young
look
niggas,
young,
niggas.
though.
And I do look young.
How old are you?
She
I'm
old as
29.
hell.
29. Okay.
Nah, I'm kidding.
29. All right, that's not. So you meeting what? 21-year-olds?
21 year
I
old.
remember I was on the phone with you,
19.
and it was he was young. and
19?
You
And
was
I'm
just
just
like,
looking at
Yeah,
him
that's
like,
yeah. That's,
are you serious right now?
But they don't. How they gonna know? You look good.
That's true, but like it's just weird. It's just and nobody asks you your age anymore. Nobody
They,
be like,
they just
how
want
old
to
are
know
you?
your
give a fuck.
Instagram.
They just be like, hey, what's up? You look
What's
good.
your Instagram? What's your Instagram?
All right, we
Yeah.
gotta go, y'all. So I want to thank y'all for coming and joining me. This was great conversation.
For
Yeah.
sure. Yeah, stay away from young hoes.
If you want, y'all
Young
can
hoes,
follow.
leave them old niggas alone.
Straight up. Yep,
But they got
there
the
you go.
check though.
Who?
That's the problem.
The old niggas, they got the check.
And you know why I think old men tend to go for younger women? It's because niggas could still shoot. They still could make kids. They still have the ability to create children. And women.
That's not why. But go ahead. I'm gonna tell you why. Though. From a male's perspective.
I'm trying to close the show, and he.
All right.
Let me just end on this point.
Okay.
Older men like younger women because younger women do the things that they like.
Yeah.
Okay,
That too.
that's one.
Yeah.
The older women of their generation, they have too many rules. No, I don't
Yeah.
do this. No, I don't do that. No, I don't do that. And it'd be a lot of debating and going back and forth with somebody your age versus somebody who probably a little bit more naive that'll probably do what you say. Not to say that I have
but that's what they
dating
like.
younger girls.
They like that. They want to
Long
manipulate
story
them
short,
with older.
but I
they
got-
want somebody to
I've
manipulate.
and they
been
want
around
that
niggas-
pussy to be tight too.
I've been around niggas who, that's why they choose.
And they could teach them,
Mhm.
oh, this how I want you to gag on the dick and all of that.
I don't know about all that, but yeah.
I know it's giving that. I already know the vibes. Anyway, well, thank y'all for tuning in. Kirk Valentino. Follow me on Instagram, KirqueValentin motherfucking O.
And you can follow me on Instagram, lafleur.xo, LAFLEUR.xo.
Way more fly than you, WAYMOFLYDENU. Same shit I had on last week,
Playtime is over, bitches.